We're here today because I get lots of questions from women who are wanting to start out in the staging industry and have all these concerns and fears of what that looks like, what they should and shouldn't do. And I'm here to set the record straight, give you some advice and guidance if you are starting out, how to do that, how to communicate with clients, and how to market yourself. So today we're discussing my do and don't list when starting out as a new home stager in the industry. So I'd love to know from you, where are you on your journey? Are you just starting out? Have you been in the industry for a couple of months or a couple of years? Let me know, I would love to hear from you, because today I want to talk about the do's and don'ts when starting out. And this is not like a rule book. You do the way that you want to do this, you grow your business in your own way, but this would be my advice from being a 7-figure business owner in this space and having been in the industry for a decade. But also, I too have launched new businesses, even with that track record. I've launched new businesses and been the newbie in completely different industries as well. So today is my advice on what to say, what not to say, and how to really communicate with your clients and your audience through your marketing and just in your one-to-one conversations. So first of all, I get you. I'm totally here. You were held in this space because I've also been you. When I was 16 and I launched my staging business, I had no experience. I was 16. I had no life experience. I had no portfolio of work. I didn't have a university or college degree. And I didn't even have any startup funds either. So I really was starting from scratch. And I also had the added issue that I also looked like a teenager. So I did find that at first a little bit challenging to overcome, but a lot of it was just in my own mind. It was my own mindset. And actually that's probably where a lot of your fear is based. It's in thoughts that you're having, not fact, but thoughts that you're having, which are making you feel a certain way, which are then showing up in your communication and your actions. So remember that maybe that might not be true, it might not be factual. These are thoughts that you're having, and it certainly was for me too. Because I got my first client, and then I got hundreds more clients over the space of a few years and scaled my business to 7 figures by the age of 19. So wherever you are, if you don't have the experience, if you don't have the startup funds, this is why this business model and this business opportunity is insane, because you can get in on the ground level, you can launch this business without any of those things. There's so many industries if you did want to go into, you wouldn't be able to because you don't have that relative experience. You couldn't just go and perform surgery on someone without having a degree in that, but staging is very different. So I thought I would answer some of those frequently asked questions, and I see these daily because we actually run a program called Staging Business Secrets, which is an online course and coaching program, and we coach women every single day at this level who want to launch their staging business and scale it to 6 figures in a year. So we're very much in that space. We coach hundreds of women each year on how to launch their staging businesses, launch it in 6 weeks and get a client, usually in that first 6 to 12 weeks. So I know it, I know how you feel, and I also know the questions that are on your mind. And also as a little bit more reassurance that 100% of the women that we've worked with, we've coached at STAGERBOSS, who have now went on to build really successful companies, many of them started exactly where you are today. No startup funds, no experience, no portfolio, no degree, literally none of it, no connections in the industry. So I've got you, you can do this. Let's look at the do's and the don'ts. So I've written down a few here for you. The first one I've written down is don't tell people you've never done this before. Okay? Now this is always a little bit controversial. I always get different responses from this. And people go, oh, fake it till you make it. I do believe there is a little bit of fake it till you make it. I like to reframe that to face it till you make it. You're going to have to face this head on until you've got that track record. Now, my point is, don't tell people you've never done this before, okay? What does that mean? You don't say to someone, I have never staged a property in my life. I've never done that before. Because here's the thing, you're likely getting into this career or starting out here because you have a passion and an eye for interior design, which likely means you've been styling your own home, or you've been styling friends' homes or helping people out with advice. You've got great taste, you've got great style. You have done this before. You have done this before in your own personal life. It might have not been for a paying client, but you have done this before. So you face that till you make it. You need to face that you are going to have to use that terminology. You are going to have to work around it. But it's not true. You have worked on your own home. You've got style, you've got taste, and you know you can deliver for this client. So in Staging Business Secrets, we teach our students to, I call it a pre-launch and launch campaign, to pre-launch their brand, to build up excitement, and then launch, create a splash. And this is where so many of our students get their first client, is from that big launch campaign. Because it's a way to generate interest, to generate noise, and to generate inquiries. And so a lot of people do struggle with, but if I'm saying that I'm launching a new business, is that not insinuating I've not had this business before? Yes, you're launching a brand, right? I could go and launch another staging company. It doesn't mean I've never had a staging company in the past. So your terminology around this is that you have done this before, but you're launching a new brand and a new business in that space. You're taking your previous experience, your passion, your love, and you're launching this new business and this new brand. So keep this in mind. You do have the experience, you can do this. You're launching a new business, a new brand. Okay, so that is a certain don't. And do is use Instagram as your portfolio. I see people putting so many barriers to enter before they launch their staging business. Like, oh, I need to have a website. Oh, I need to have this. I need to have this. Actually, you don't need much things. All you need is an Instagram page. All you need is a quick logo, a quick Instagram page, and start posting onto that page. I've actually recorded an amazing YouTube video on how to use Instagram as your portfolio. I'm going to link that for you. And it teaches you the way of why this is so powerful. I'll give you a brief description now. If you want to know the ways how to do it, then head to that video. But basically, when someone logs onto your Instagram page, they're going to immediately look at that and they're going to see a grid. Now, that grid's going to show them a few things. It's going to have, hopefully, an overall aesthetic and feel. When you look at someone's page, you instantly feel something. You either think, oh, or you think, oh, wow, that's nice. So you want to create that overall feel when they look at it, and then they're potentially going to swipe through some of your first pieces of content. And at that point, they're going to look at that, and they're going to look at what look that you create for them through interiors. There's ways to do that: staging your own home, staging your friend's home, taking photos of you staging. There's many ways, putting mood boards on there of what you would create. And literally every woman that works with us at STAGERBOSS gets their first client from those images, from that content, when they have never had a paying client before. So use that as your portfolio. You don't need a website. That is a barrier in your way to actually just launching and getting clients. When you're launching, your main focus is sales, 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 how to get clients. Okay, cool. So use Instagram as your portfolio. Third, and this is controversial, I'm going to be sharing this: do not work for free. Do not work for free, okay? I have heard this. I've heard horror stories of the working for free. I'll give you a little spoiler alert. It very rarely works out. Here's a few scenarios. Some of our clients, whilst we don't advise it, some of our students have offered to stage properties for free. And of course they get the business, or the free business, because why wouldn't someone take you up on that opportunity? of I'll stage your property for free. Great, all the win is on their side. And at these circumstances for some of the people we worked with, it's not ended well. The client has ended up actually being quite demanding and demanding what they want, not being very kind and fair with terms. I've had another client who put an offer out to all of these estate agents offering their services for free, and about 3 months later, they didn't put an expiration date on it. The estate agent came back and said, great, we'd love for you to stage this property for free. At this point, she was charging thousands for her staging. She then had to have this really awkward conversation of, actually, I'm not offering it at that, price, which is free. And it created a little bit of tension. And here's why you don't offer it for free. And here's why in any business, there is a price to be paid. When you offer a service, you're serving someone, you're offering something to help them. There has to usually be an exchange there. The exchange of energy is usually money. So I'll give you this if you part with this money from your wallet. I'll give you this service if you pay me this. It's the same with anything. When you go to the supermarket, you go out for a meal, you pay for being served in return. When there is a lack of that exchange of energy, as in they don't pay you anything and you provide the service, they don't value it. They don't value it the same as when they pay for something. Think about something you've bought in the past. Let's say you've bought a designer handbag. You will treat that designer handbag so well. You're not going to chuck it on the floor or, put it on the floor in a restaurant. The floor's not clean. You're going to make sure it's placed nicely. You're going to hang it up. And very much the same with anything that's expensive. You buy a $10 bag, £10 bag, you're not going to take the same care of it as something that was a lot higher value. And it's similar in every service in every industry. In the coaching industry, we say those who pay attention. Those who pay value it more, and they actually expect more value from it because there's been an exchange in money. Similar with the staging, if you give it for free, someone will not value that service. And when you then ask them to pay, there's an expectancy of, I wanted it for free, right? So I don't advise you to work for free. If anything, you can work at a reduced rate when you're starting out so that you can secure business. But I do not advise to work for free. I see so many people getting burned by it, deals not going ahead. Another client bought all the furniture. The client then changed their mind. They had this kit of furniture that was then being stored in their home. So only work for a payment. You can go reduced, but do not go for free. Okay? The next one is don't say yes to everything. Another thing that I see people do is saying yes to everything. Their client asks, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this? Yes, 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 yes. You have built this extremely large expenses and bill, and the client doesn't value that and doesn't see that come through what you offer in price. So don't say yes to everything. Put boundaries in place. Have a package price and a package of what you offer. If someone wants more than that and you're happy to offer it, you charge for that. You upgrade their package. There is an upgrade there rather than just yes, yes, yes. Because at that point, you're not being business savvy. You're likely losing money. And it's seen that you will do anything they want. You become a pushover. And it just doesn't end well in that relationship. So don't say yes to everything, especially if it doesn't benefit your bottom line, your profit margin, growing your brand or growing your relationship. Don't say yes. Think about it. Always take time to think things through. Say yes with a price and work out, is this valuable to me? I think often, especially as women, we can tap into that people-pleasing mentality of this person wants it, I must give them it. It doesn't mean you have to offer it. If I was to say yes to literally every single business opportunity that I wanted to do, that came across my desk, every opportunity to speak, I would have no boundaries, I would be burnt out, and I wouldn't have a successful business. Not everything is an opportunity, and some things are, and the timing isn't right. So don't say yes to everything, map it out, think smart. Next thing, I've got 2 more for you, is don't buy kits, don't buy furniture before you have a client. Oh my goodness, I want to really hone in on this one. Only buy your kit when you've got a paying client. You don't want to have to store this kit at a storage unit that costs you money. You don't want to have to store it in your own home, been there, done that, where you're crawling over furniture, climbing over it. Only secure your kit when you've got the client. Also, so all those storage reasons and expense, but secondly, this is going to distract you from ever getting that client. It's so funny, there's so many women who go out and they buy their kit because that's the exciting part. They love picking up the cushions, and I love it too. Choosing the lamps, choosing the furniture, but it's distracting you from what's important, and that is sales, it's securing clients. So focus your time on securing the client so that you can then get the kit. Now you might think, but Liv, what if I then get the client, they need it fast and I can't get the stuff? There will always be a way to work that out. You will get the stuff in time. You need to give yourself enough lead time. Let's say that you know everything you want to purchase takes 5 days. Advise the client that you can do it in 7 to 10 days. If your client is bought in and they want to buy from you, they will wait those few extra days. This goes back to not saying yes to everything, put boundaries in place, and someone will always wait 2 or 3 days extra so that they can have the service, right? So don't say yes to everything and don't buy your kit up front. It's a distraction, it's not growing a business. And then my final piece of advice for you on my do's and don't list of starting out is map out your vision and work back. Another question I get so often is, I've got another client who wants to go ahead, but my kit is in this first property. Should I buy another kit, or should I say no? Or should I, how should I manage it? This all goes back to your vision and what you wanted to achieve at the beginning of your business. Ultimately, how many kits do you want to own? Do you want to own 2, 1, 5, 10? If you want to own obviously more than one, then if that aligns with where you want to go, say yes, take on the business, get your second or your third kit for free. If you are in this position and you've got 2 kits, that's the max that you want, perhaps that just isn't the right timing to work with that client, and you could say that you're booked out and you can't take on the job. That's okay too. This is all about your vision and your goals. For me, I knew I wanted to build my company large, so I would say yes to the job and I would purchase the kit and I would expand how many kits I own because I knew that more business would come in and I could definitely rent them out. So ask yourself, what is my vision? Do I want this to be a big thing? Do I want to just keep it to 1 kit? It does limit your business, your revenue opportunities, but you need to work out how does that actually tie in with my vision and where I want to build this business to. So if you're starting out, listen to these fundamentals, embrace these principles and implement on them. They're so important. This is going to position you immediately at the start of your business. It's lessons I wish I had when I was starting out. I've made all of these mistakes. So get paid, stand in your power, build a brand, build connection, and you will get there. Make the moves, take the risks, right? 100% is all waiting for you. Let me know, is there anything else, any other questions you've got? Let me know in the comments. So if you are feeling ready to launch, if you've not launched yet, or you're ready to really take this seriously, go all in this journey of launching your staging business, then I have a 5-part mini course for you that you can access instantly today. In this 5-part training, I share with you over the space of about 4 hours, the business model behind a staging business, how to launch, how to attract dream clients and convert them via social media. It's all available to you instantly. All you have to do is click the link below, sign up for the mini course, and you will immediately have access to day 1. I'm so excited for this journey for you and to launch your staging business, be new in this industry, and yeah, let's do it.